Hey y'all, I guess now I know I get exactly 45 minutes. I've never paid attention before, so sorry it cut off. I will upload this twice and leave all the information on both videos. Where was I? Splendor. Splendor is solid silk. It is made by Rainbow Gallery. Each card has 8 yards on it, which is about what's in a skein of DMC. A skein of DMC is 8.5 yards, I think. So it's almost as much as what's in a skein of DMC, but instead of being 6 strands, it's 12. So when I am converting colors to Splendor, and like if I'm doing Mirabilia that needs 4 of one color, I know that I need 2 cards of Splendor for 4 skeins of DMC, because they convert 2 skeins of DMC to 1 of Splendor. So I have this really pretty red, Christmas red. It is $8.22, and then $8.59. This is a really pretty blue. I think now I have like 8 cards of this, because, and this came with my monthly bits, but I'm betting I pick it up because I think it's pretty blue. So I probably have a lot of it because I like it so much. If you see this one behind me, that dark blue in her is the $8.59 because I liked it. This is $9.54. It's actually a brighter green than it looks on screen. This is $8.60. It's like a pale bluish gray. And this is $10.76. It's showing up on the screen as blue, but it's actually gray. It's a grayish blue. This is $8.31, dark green. And then I have $9.11, which is another bright red. So I will put those into my Splendor stash. I've already told my husband when we move, we're getting a trailer to move stuff that we don't want to trust the Air Force with. Stuff you won't want to worry about getting lost or go missing. So I've already told him all of my silks and most of my cross-stitch charts. I'm hoping to condense my cross-stitch charts into one box. I don't know. We'll see how that works. We'll see. I don't know. It could not. Who knows? So I'm going to try to do that and then all my silks in one box, and then they can all go with him, and I don't have to, worry about them getting lost. The silks, I could put them all in one box, because while I have a lot, I could probably fill a shoebox, but not necessarily the avenue I want to take, but I'll figure it out. So, in my monthly bits, I get Silken Colors, Gloriana, Splendor, the Petite Silk Lame, and the Petite Treasure Braid. And I give her my budget, and she just sends me a handful that fall in my range. So I've showed you the Silk Lame and the Treasure Braid and the Splendor. So here is the Silken Colors. The first one is called Turkey Feathers. That's cool. This is a cool color. So it's got browns and purples and greens and reds and oranges and every color you can imagine, like on the Thanksgiving table. I just think that's super cool. Don't know what I will use it for, but I think it's super cool. This one is called Fairy Quilt Cottage, and it has purples and blues and pinks and greens and some yellows. Just about every color you can imagine in one skein. I think it's super neat. And this one is called Wind Whistle Cottage, and it's orange with some greens and blues kind of threaded through it. Maybe a little. It's yellow, orange, greens. And this last one is called Indian Summer, and it really does look like that Indian corn that's all the multiple colors. So it's got orange and green and yellow and a little bit of brown in it. It's super cool. And then the Glorianas I got are Elizabeth Green, which is just a really pretty green. Sweetheart Pink, Milk Chocolate. Now, I have their chocolate, and it really is, the chocolate's a smidge darker in this. This looks like milk chocolate compared to the other one. And then Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea is used in a lot of shadow lanes, so I'm sure it looks familiar to some of you. So, over a couple of, it seems like when I get my monthly bits, I get 2 cards of Petite Silkame, 2 cards of Petite Treasure Braid, 3 cards of Splendor, 2 skeins of Silken Colors, and 2 skeins of Gloriana. So it's always, you can ask her, and this is done through Stitching Bits and Bobs. You can tell her your budget and say, just send me these collections. You could tell her which ones you already have, and she will just fill in your collection if you want. So it's really fun to, I told her these are the 6 threads, and if I get multiples, I'm not worried about it. And I haven't gotten, I mean, I've gotten the 859, but 90% of the time I don't get a multiple. Like, I didn't have anything but the Deep Blue Sea, Gloriana and all of that, and the 859, so. Alright, well, the last couple things I have to show you first. I want to show you my new H-Cats bag. I love this. If you know me, you know I'm a bit of a Potterhead. Harry Potter is my favorite. I've read the books probably, I think I've reread all of them at least 3 or 4 times, except for 5. I've never reread book 5 because I find it to be the slowest of the books. Kudos to the people who made the movie because they did a good job of condensing like them at the house and fighting the boggarts and all the sadness into one movie that's action-packed. Like, they cut out the dull bits, but I've never reread 5. But I love this bag from H-Cats. It's got the spells and the snitches and the glasses and the Hogwarts, and I just love this. And broomsticks and scarves, and there's Dumbledore. So, I just love this. I do not know if she has any more of this fabric. So, but I just like her stuff. I can't complain about any of her stuff. And then the last thing, this is the absolute last thing, and then I'm done. Yeah, and then I'm done. I got 2 Clay by Kim orders. One came yesterday, so I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. First one had the Sea Dragon tin. I'm using this one as a needle tin. They do come with a magnet, so you can use it as a needle tin if you want. I've said before that sometimes I take the magnet out and then I line it with double stick tape so I can use it as like my tacky bob. So my peacock mandala, that's not what it's called. It's called Beaded Peacock Shawl from Chatelaine, has one of these with double stick tape, and my Aphrodite bag has that as well. I also ordered, I got this seahorse tin horse, and this looks like a little sand dollar inside. I love that. And the last thing I ordered was a barrette with like a kraken sea monster legs. I've already got one of these in teal, but one of the local retreats here is called the Tiara Retreat, and everybody wears their tiaras. So I have a Little Mermaid tiara that has dingle hoppers and shells and pearls and crystals and all kinds of craziness. And so I figure I can wear this in my hair when I'm wearing that. So I think that's about it, at least for a while. Since I will not be doing a Fabric of the Month video next month because of the move, I will still probably do a video. I plan to. I'm going to have a few days of like excess quiet by myself, so I plan to do a video then. Since I plan to do that, I want to do a little something different. For those of you who are on Reddit, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I have a slight addiction to the Reddit AMAs, Ask Me Anything. So I would like to do something similar. I don't know if I'm gonna call this an AMA tag. I'm not big on the whole tag thing, but if you leave questions on this video, or like the first part of it where it cut before it cut off, any question at all, if I can answer it, I will do a video where I just sit down and answer questions. And who knows, maybe you have questions that I've never thought of. So if I can answer it, I will. Ask me anything. And for now, I will probably take questions. I will probably answer all the way up until I make the video, and I will likely make the video around the 15th of next month, I'm thinking. So that's it for now. So it's about a month to ask questions. Thank you for watching me, and y'all have a nice night.